Began to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26.
Get out of here with a W offense.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. You would have really hoped that you would have gotten that extra yard on 3rd down, but now on 4th, and maybe you still have to go for it.
And it's interesting. 3rd and 1, you throw the football. The more physical team usually wins. Do you feel confident enough to run the football early in the game, in your own territory? Can you go get 1 yard with the running game? I'm always the guy that's going to roll the dice and go for it.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Got it in the middle, it's Harris.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical day.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Knights are flying down the field. Offense changing the play. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Downfield. Right down at the 20-yard line.
And what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Unloads to the right. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Pacers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Keeps looking downfield. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And again, corral, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it.
And into the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown Tide. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
First down, fellas.
Out of the chute, across to the right. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
To the air on second down. Flips it out to the back. The Knights come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a room to throw it in there. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll slide it at the 47.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game right now. It's paying off.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss some of these throws and you see the ball not go near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of the quarterback. And are his feet set, or now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football, and you can tell his feet weren't set and he was drifting over.
Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've already converted a fourth down here in the first quarter, and they'll try it again. Might be changing the route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. The tag. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy, because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on fourth down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So first down here as they go back to work. Lost the throw on first down. Snag in the middle. It's Harris. Finally corralled the number 4. He picks up the first down.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Wants to go up top on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Finds space on the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Looking downfield on first down. He's just back in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Sends it downfield. He's got it down the right side. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. I'm not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. tight end. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Using his feet to buy time. A little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Unloads to the right. On target to the left. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And it's picked over the time today. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year. And he comes up with
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Alabama! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll come out on this drive and win it with it. It throws incomplete. How about the trickeration on 1st down that just goes awry? In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there. We couldn't hook up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to go up top in times, running out and a half. Gets it out quickly. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Wants to go up top on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Going right and going deep. And reels it in at the 15-yard line. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
You've been here before. Let's make a play here.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got it. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
He's looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown. And this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires to the end zone. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
They had the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30.
This offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for
set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Not sure they had to adjust much. They'll try to build on this lead. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Touchdown tie. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll leave it with it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. That's caught. It's Harris. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Knights with the 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2, and now trying to get it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, UCF. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They was being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's hand.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. To the air on 1st down. Fires left.
Get that interception.
Open downfield. Snapping away. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
He wants to change this route. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires for a big foul. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Looking to throw again. Buying some time. Sends it out to his running back.
Well, they're trying to catch the defense napping. They're sneaking the running back out of the backfield, see if the defense's eyes are maybe in the wrong place, but a great job. Everybody's staying home and then making a nice tackle.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the back. He stopped at the 39 after gaining 10.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got it in the middle of town. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Moss. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He just hit tight end. Picks up enough to get the 1st and 10 from the 13.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
They'll dive into the run on first and goal. And he takes it out for a score. Nice. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This should be the last play of the quarter. Quick pass on the fly motion. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Setting up the screen. Can't get him to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And how about the work-up run by that big defensive line?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game. The defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first 3 minutes. And this defense really needed something to go right. They'll try to take it back. Touchdown, UCF! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. The defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Stop him at the 28.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going for it all. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Bama! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air.
Yeah, how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Extending the play. Throwing on the run. And he hits it in at the 30. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left. This offense can put together a miracle. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Exploit them here on this rise.
Gonna look downfield again. Unloads it left. What a job to go way out and make the catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Buys a little time with his feet. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. Listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
It just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Hunt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. Another guy's getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Going right to work up top. Launched out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. Wouldn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly complete. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with it.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Making side adjustments here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Release to the back. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, to throw that one in there. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To the air on 1st down. Buys a little time. Throwing, looking right. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback,
Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. Bringing it back. The ball squirted out. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
never quit on the play because you never know what will happen. How about him breaking the long run? I love the effort by the defense. Trailing him, getting there, and then they get to him and they make the big fumble. But how about the lucky break? The bounce towards the offensive player. He scoops it up, rolls into the end zone. What a big momentum-changing play.